Meet the Mathewsons. They're a dynasty of dealers.
It drives really well.
With a love of classics.
It's only condensation.
In Thornton-le-Dale, gateway to the North York Moors, they auction over 2,000 rare vehicles every year.
42,000, the ready type, the stunning car.
All walks of life. The cars fetch people together.
I'm ecstatic.
Head of the family, Derek.
It's got to be the best job ever, isn't it? We're sort of living a dream.
Trusted lieutenants, sons Paul
Not everybody's cup of tea.
and Dave.
There's Dad's way, and there's Dad's way.
Keeping them all in check and dealing with the punters, Sarah.
Somebody could ring today with some fabulous vehicle that's been sat in a barn for 50 years. You have no clue.
It's the chase, it's finding it. So you get up every morning thinking, what am I going to find today?
This is a family's love affair with cars that have lived a life.
Someone's cherished a car and loved it, and I think it's just great. I think it's absolutely superb.
A passion that can be turned into brass. On sale this week.
87 280 Brooklands. Now this is a proper vehicle. Nice looking car.
It's all original. The paintwork, the wheels, the engine, everything. Nothing's been touched on it. Capris will never grow old, will they?
The cream of the crop, this one. 38 Matchless, Model X. This is the business.
What a quality machine that is. I've never seen one like as good a quality as this, even that's in the National Motorcycle Museum.
Chevrolet panel van, fantastic restoration.
It was a barn find from America, basically. A pile of rusted metal when we saw it.
I'd stick my chin out and say if it's not the best in the world, it's amongst the best 3 in the world, this car. Every square inch you look at is lovely.
I'm looking for a car. Have you got any?
Mathewsons have never been busier.
We've got an offer on the table of 14k for your little truck.
The total to pay is 15,260. 18.
More vehicles are going through the auctions.
Thanks for his bidding, 9,350 sold.
Lots of cars to collect.
Right.
Derek has no choice. He must occasionally travel outside Yorkshire.
We're off to Wales today, Anglesey to be more precise, and then down the coast somewhere else to a place I can't even begin to pronounce, with a load of L's and a couple of W's, plenty of E's, and then finished up with a load of O's. So that's where we're off to, and then play it by ear, because we've got to come then across and down, or back to, Ramsbottom. It's an epic voyage, an epic of epic proportions.
There's a rare modern classic on the list. But first, some Americana.
A lovely, lovely thing, a Chevy van, about a 1950, I would think, which looks on the photos to be stunning.
It currently resides in Criccieth in Gwynedd. Gary Jones has spent £30,000 on it.
It's a Chevy half-ton panel van. It was a barn find from America, basically. A pile of rusted metal when we saw it. We bought it, and then we had it done up by a professional restorer of American cars. It's been restored to the original factory spec, and all the bits on it are original. You know, there's nothing modern on it, you know? The popular version was the pickup. So these panel vans are quite rare now. I think there's only about 3 of these in Europe. Most of the joy of owning our own vehicle is doing things to it. Practically everything's done to it now. It'd be a shame to see it go, but I'll find something else then, you know.
There are several cars to collect today, and Derek should have arrived 2 hours ago to pick up the Chevy.
So you're looking where Wales is? I'm trying to find Wales on either part of the map. Doesn't bother me really, long speaking.
Derek is pre-sat-nav.
Well, there's Wales there, look. Oh, God. I think we're going down somewhere near Port Maddox.
His map and his plan is unravelling.
We're currently doing nearly 0. Absolutely nil.
The delay has caused a big problem.
See how far we get tonight before we have to stop. I've got no pyjamas. I don't know how I'm going to get on. I think I'll have to buy some.
So the major disaster of the day is not the mileage or the hours, it's the fact that you have any gym jams.
My gym jams. I just can't sleep. I've never slept without gym jams. I can't do it. Yeah, Gary. I'm all right. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Hey, sorry we're late.
No, that's all right. No problem.
Is there a straight 6 in that?
Straight 6.
Yeah, good engines, aren't they?
It's a 3 litre. I thought it was a crash box, but reading the spec, it's supposed to be a synchro box, isn't it?
It's got a long stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, synchro.
There she is.
Oh, that's a lovely car. Lovely colour, isn't it? I had to get rid of them. Oh, I couldn't stand that. Stick on, that's handy, isn't it? Yeah, that's the only downside, isn't it? Do something with that. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
The front's the nicest.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they? Like a mouth organ, aren't
Yeah.
they? No, I think it's great, isn't it? It's a lovely old thing. Yeah, nice front, nice bit of chrome and such like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good looking motor. Yeah, no, it's nice. Quite nice straight panels, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, vans you expect to be pretty wavery and knocked about and what have you. Whoever's done it's made a nice job
Oh no,
of the paint,
he did a good job.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 28 horse, isn't they?
Yeah. It's 216 cubic inches, approximately 3 litres, isn't it?
Yeah. Very smart. Yep, very, very nice. Oh, I think it's lovely. What are we aiming for, 20?
Well, I think so. If you think, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It feels nice, doesn't it?
We see if there's anybody out there that thinks the same way.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Oh, we love commercials. So much character. That's a bit quirky around here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
They've got history. Engine itself sounds sweet. This has had a life, this vehicle. This has been used. Much more, so we can just get the back off. Yeah, you're right, keep going. That's it there. Fantastic. It'd be lovely to trace the history back on a lot of them, and some of them, of course, you can, or people have done, about, you know, where they were used and who bought them originally and what they were used for and this, that and the other and how long the firm had them and when they parted with them and for what reasons and so on and so on. And I think that is just absolutely lovely, that history.
It's too late for Derek to collect the second car now. It'll have to wait till tomorrow. Sarah has found him somewhere to stay.
Oh, look. Got a vending machine, so it'll be fine. As long as I've got like a pot pie in the vending machine, he'll be all right. I hope that won't breakfast, because there's no way, right, Derek is going anywhere near an avocado. I don't even think he knows what one is. He's got to have a room overlooking the car park so that he can keep his eye on the transporter. It's basically all Derek needs.
That and some pyjamas.
You're gonna have to go commando, John. What can you do? Not the sort of thing I like to do, a man of my age.
It's the morning after the night with no pyjamas for Derek. He's not in great shape.
I've spoken to him this morning and I asked him if he had a good night's sleep, and he said no, he didn't. He was up at 3 and then up again at 5:30 to go out and check on the vehicles.
But there's a consolation prize waiting in Ramsbottom near Bury. One of the most sought-after modern classics there is.
We've got to get over there and we've got to see a lovely fella with a superb Brooklands Capri. It's supposed to be a stunning vehicle, low mileage, I'm sure it is, it'll be gorgeous. And we've got to settle on a deal and load her up and back to God's own country.
Peter Hurley is the current owner.
It's a Brooklands 280, limited slip diff, leather interior. They painted them all the same colour, they're all British racing green. They're classy, aren't they? They've got style. Cars these days are all alike. Capris will never grow old, will they? This one, it's got stainless steel exhaust on it. And it's dead a break speed limit in second gear, won't it? Well, I think it still will. I bought it to keep it, but needs must. So that's why we're here today.
Launched in 1969, the Mark I Capri was considered wild, exotic, and a bit of a beast. Ford knew the market for this car: men. The Mark II arrived in 1974. Better made, same price, so they said. It was still marketed at men, but with golf clubs. It was a hatchback. The Mark III really looked the part, and ones with 2.8 engines were reliable, quick, and easy to steal. The Brooklands was the end of the line, and at £12,000, dealers struggled to shift them. That's not the case now. For many men, they still are the car you always promised yourself.
Turn left onto Berrymead Road.
Derek's in deepest Lancashire.
Bury, as they say, Bury in Lancashire.
But the adopted Yorkshireman likes what he sees.
Proper old Lancashire meal town. Just look at that. Ramsbottom Station. A lovely old place. An old signal box with work of art there. What a star, boy.
On arrival,
Thank you very much.
a proper Lancashire greeting from Peter.
Mint job. Oh, good lad. That's the way. Now you're talking. Yeah, a man of my own art now.
Got to have a brew, haven't you?
Got to have a brew. Good lad. I used to run Capris, so I'm heavily into Capris. Oh man, I love a Capri. And how long have you had it here?
28 years.
Oh my word.
And in 28 years, it's not done 1,500 miles.
Oh God, it's like parting with a wife then.
It's
Worse.
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 I'll cry when it goes.
Yeah.
It's all original. The paintwork, the wheels, the engine, everything. Nothing's been touched on it.
That sounds sweet, John, doesn't it? But it's lovely condition. Nice one. Did you have front panel and new wings?
No, them are original, but it's
That's the front panel, isn't it?
front panel, yeah.
Yeah. It's obviously had a little tap up the front, isn't it?
16 mile an hour, ready to go.
Really? Because they've all been piled up. You know, well, not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them have. They've got a bit of a high death rate, haven't they, Peter? They get used a bit, don't they, and get hammered a bit. And I always check slam platform like this here, see it's been replaced. And headlamp mounts, I suppose, isn't he, Peter, and stuff like that? Just broke the headlamp.
They're original on these. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the new one.
Yeah. Right, bring her up then. Let's be on. Good. Your last drive. Lovely old car. I mean, something you've had for 28 years, no matter what car it is, if it's a Escort or something, it's still, you've got an attachment to it. But when you're talking about a car like that, it's something a bit special, isn't it?
Only 1,100 Brooklands were made, and this looks like a really good one.
Lovely car, mate, lovely. Sounds beautiful.
Oh, take it off, I'm not selling it. Take it off.
Peter wants to replace the Capri with a motorhome, but only if the price is right.
What do you reckon it'll fetch? My lads reckon 22, but I don't know. We're going to put at least 20.
20 grand, yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah. That's its money. That's bang on its money.
Yeah.
That is.
When you get back, don't forget to sponge it off.
Oh, I will, don't you worry about that. That'll be leathered off, photographed, and inside upstairs, no time at all. Look after yourself.
Bye-bye, car.
I'll read it a story tonight, don't worry.
All right. Phone me up, tell me how it travelled. Yeah, dear.
Paul's on the road via a spectacular Yorkshire landmark, the Humber Bridge.
It's a long way down. Don't fancy going for a dip today. It's just a fair bridge, isn't it? We walked to the centre as a school kid. I shall never forget, like. It's a long walk from that end to here. We are going to Lincolnshire to pick up a Matchless Model X. They're quite a desirable looking bike, I think. Quite a rare bike. So we shall know a bit more when we get there.
Normally, a bike would be put on the back of the trailer. Derek has insisted this one goes in the van.
I'm assuming it's going to be something quite special.
Matchless is one of the oldest motorcycle marques in the UK. Their first bike emerged in 1899, winning the inaugural TT singles race in 1907, averaging a colossal 38 miles an hour. By the 40s, the Matchless parent company, AMC, had bought out AJS, Sunbeam and Norton. Bigger V-twins and V4s were now in production, with the Silver Arrow and Silver Hawk proving popular. But one of its most famous bikes was the 1000cc Model X, later known as the Sports Tourist. These days, they can fetch big money.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that is nice. Yes, absolutely lovely.
The owner bought this Model X 20 years ago and spent 3 years fully restoring it.
Very nice bit of kit. Sometimes you pick up a bike and all they seem to want to do is fall over. This one, obviously with it being low slung, it has literally that, a low centre of gravity. Makes it feel a lot lighter than it is.
All the Mathewsons ride bikes.
I think they're in your blood really, aren't they? You know, petrol and pistons, innit? So, yeah, we all, I wouldn't say any of us are like really bike enthusiasts as per riding them every week, but they're nice to have, aren't they? You know, when the sun comes out you go, don't you? These rare examples are always in demand, aren't they? Let's be honest. And it's just a lovely, lovely machine, isn't it? You know, it would look lovely in anyone's collection, wouldn't it? A beautiful bike.
The Brooklands Capri is now safely tucked up in the showroom. It's an opportunity for Dave, a signed-up fanatic of fast modern Fords, to give his unbiased opinion.
If you're going to have a Capri, you could say it's either an early one, a Mark 1, GTXLR, or you go really perhaps the other end of you have the last. My dad's a big lover of those early ones. Obviously, he's got fond memories, but when him and Mum got together, they had one of those. I've never had a great deal to do with them. So no, this is more my era, obviously, you know. Most people would plump for a 2.8 Brooklands Capri, I would think.
This one is a fine example, with only 44,000 miles on the clock. But it's not perfect.
It's not in the same condition as the Sapphire it's parked next door to, but then obviously it's a lot older, but it's not bad. I think the vendor might be guilty of thinking it's that, but it's not. But it should still do late teens, I would think.
Today's auction has plenty of modern classics on the menu. But collector Mark Bro is here for one car only.
Very nice. Just evokes a lot of memories, you know. When I was growing up in the sort of 70s and 80s, most are sort of geezers, if you like, or sort of TV heroes like Bodie and Doyle or Terry McCann or people like that. They always used to drive Fords. That's the closest we got to a muscle car in Ford in Europe. You know, you're driving a piece of history.
Carl Wilson has driven nearly 300 miles today just to see this car.
I've come from Southend today, and it's something I always wanted when I was like 19, 30 years ago, and never could afford one. So now's the time. Rather than having money in the bank these days, buying a classic car is a good investment if you buy right.
87 280 Brooklands. Now this is a proper vehicle. Nice looking car. Start me on it. Where are we going to be? This is a Brooklands 15, 15, 5, 16, 5, 17, 17,000, 17, 17,000, 17, 5, 18, 18 standing, 18, 18. Going to submit it then, 18. Are you all done? 18, 18 for the Brooklands. Your bid, sir. 18. Going to submit it provisionally. 18, 18. Is that a bid, sir? 18, 5, 18, 5. 19, 19,000, 19 right down the middle, out on the side, sir. 19,000 down the middle for the first. 19 for the second. Third and last time, your bid, sir. 19,000 provisional. Thanks for your bidding.
Carl is the highest bidder, but owner Peter wanted to clear 20 grand.
Obviously, you've done a lot of short runs in and out of the car, the seatwear, but otherwise the seatwear makes
never been used.
After a short negotiation, though, a deal was done.
So otherwise, are you happy to take £20 and like 5 pence?
Go on then.
Yeah, £20 and 5 pence. We go turn then.
Yeah.
Going back to its neck of the woods, all the way back to Essex, when it was born. It's the Capri's 50th anniversary this year. So, and there's a meeting. I think it's the end of this month at the actual Dagenham factory.
Visiting such hallowed ground will need an appropriate soundtrack.
It's going to be Depeche Mode, Human League, it's going to be all the classics. It's going to take me way back. Yeah, cool.
The 1000cc Matchless Model X has arrived at the garage.
Gorgeous.
Derek couldn't be more impressed.
What a stunning machine. Everything's right, it ain't overdone, it's got the right colour on the heads. You know, the crankcase is right, not all polished to within an inch of its life. It's exactly as it should be. I bet the balance will be absolutely lovely. You'll just be able to lean that about. Never turn the handlebars, just lean with it and it'll just go where you want to go. It's just so stylish. Looks like it's doing 100 mile an hour stood still, doesn't it? It's just fabulous.
When a machine of this calibre comes to the Mathewsons, word gets around. These experts are keen to have a look at it.
Yorkshire Coast British Motorcycle Club started with a group of friends back in 1979. Riding a British motorcycle, you ride in history. You've got the wind in your hair and just enjoy riding the bike.
Alan rides a Velocet MSS 500. His mates Phil and Derek prefer different British marks.
A 1957 Triumph Tiger 100. I feel that I'm reliving my youth. A DB32 Gold Star 350. It's classed as a tourer. It's more sedate.
Wow, just look at this, chaps.
Yeah.
What a beautiful condition.
Wow.
What a quality machine that is.
Yeah,
Absolutely fantastic.
Somebody's made a nice job of it.
They have really. They put some heart and soul into that.
Yeah.
The chap who's restored it has obviously kept it to a good quality detail. He's kept pretty well close to the original types, size of nuts and bolts that's used on the machine. Better than new, isn't it, really?
Got the quality of the chroming and the lining on the tank.
It all makes a difference with chrome work. If it's had triple coating on, it gives you that extra depth of finish, doesn't it? And I've never seen one as good a quality as this, even that's in the National Motorcycle Museum. Whoever gets the final bid, sure he'll go away very happy and smiling. I definitely would be.
Derek's got a day off.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Stoke Street showroom for Classics on Show.
Time for him to do something a bit different.
Well, we're holding a classic car show. It's all in aid of charity, through from Rolls Royces to Minis and anything in between. They're lovely vehicles and stuff, some of them rather expensive. Derek's been coming here for a couple of years to the show. We're very pleased and very honoured that he should come along, and he seems to enjoy it.
He's brought the Chevy van along to drum up interest, but he's got sidetracked.
And you've got glass. I've got the glass at home.
Right, yes.
But I don't know how to fit it.
No, I see, yeah.
It's a 1926 standard all-weather tourer. And this car itself was one of the first of this range of cars to have front-wheel brakes, so it's quite posh. Its main features were if you let the car go down to 8 miles an hour, you didn't have to change gears. You could just put your foot down and it would pull away. And it actually does that, because I've tried it.
Through there in no time, you see.
I want to sell it. I contacted Derek to see if he could do something.
Is it the right one for the car? Damn close, isn't it? Yeah. It'd do well to do 9 grand. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, that's actually quite more than what I...
Is it? Oh, well, that's okay. That's all right, yeah.
Good man to deal with. I like it. That's the way I was brought up.
You need some people there that want it to do 9. But it might do. But, you know, we can reserve it a bit lower, so I feel optimistic we'd get it away.
We've got a competition. What we've asked Derek to do is to give a valuation of all the classic vehicles on the show field. It's going to be a big number. Some of them are pretty valuable machines.
Fancy looking bus, isn't it? Don't know what they're worth, do you? I bet
the person who gets nearest to that figure, or guesses nearest to that figure, is going to win a day out at Mathewson's classic car auctions. So,
and what bigger prize could there be?
There couldn't be a bigger prize.
What is the total value? So it's going to be a big, big number.
Oh, this is going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
A Browning 30 caliber machine.
10 grand that car. An absolute lunatic for doing this. I wish I'd never said I'd do it. Nice little Mini, but see where it's gone down the front seams and that. Look, it's been lashed up, see around the seams. The prize is spend a day with us at the auction, and the lucky winner's going to be able to get on the rostrum and sell a couple of bits of memorabilia and maybe a car. It's a valuable bit of kit, 635.
That's the best prize they could come up with.
That's top prize. What do you mean best prize? That's the top prize. That is exclusive. I mean, let's be fair. Everyone's going to want to win that.
So basically, if you play your cards right, you could have the day off on auction day.
No, I don't think I dare do that. But at the same time, I think that whoever wins it will find it really interesting, challenging, and possibly frightening. Oh no, the pen's going to run out. Got it. And motorbikes. Bit of an odd prize, bit of an odd competition, to be fair. Would have been a lot easier if it had been picked out 20 cars and we could have valued them, but I don't know how many there is here.
Roughly, I'd say 200.
I reckon I'll probably get finished by about 8 o'clock tonight, which is a bit of a downer because they finish at 6. I don't know what I'd have been doing if I hadn't been wandering around here trying to guess all these prices and that. I think the only thing I'd have been doing is just sitting down, relaxing, having a bit of a rest like, but who wants to do that? So I'm over the moon. And I think I'm nearly there. Then I'm going to add a big lump on as a safety net, and then we're going to go from there. It's a lot of money, I can assure you that. A lot of money.
Have you got enough fingers to count all this on?
I'm going to get someone else to do that in a minute. I'm going to give these to 2 women here that I know very well, and they're going to count them up.
By the time Derek and Charlie do the maths, some of the contestants are on the way home.
It's going to be announced later. We've got the contact details of everybody, so the winner will contact directly.
I've added them up and double-checked it, so we've got decent.
I'm sure we're accurate. My guess is that it would probably be somewhere around about 4,700,000, but that's only a guess. And what is it, Liz? Have you managed to tote it up accurately?
I think you've looked. 4,710,000.
Yep. Wow, I was only 10 out. That's brilliant, isn't it?
I've had quite a few people coming and saying,
have you
got a number yet?
Ah, excellent, right. Nice to see you. You're welcome.
In the showroom, Derek's admiration for the Mint 46 Chevy panel van has reached a new level.
Lovely finish, lovely straight panels, lovely straight grille, bonnet not been sat on, beautiful interior, lined out with ply inside, beautiful floor. We always put headboard on ours. We like headboards on commercial vehicles, so I personally would put a headboard on it, or I might even go one more. And a lot of these panel vans like this, even our vans like Bedford CA's, Commas, PB Commas and stuff like that, they had a board from corner to corner, a crossover, like the newspaper delivery vans did. She's absolutely great, she really is. I'm very, very pleased with it. I'd stick my chin out and say if it's not the best in the world, it's amongst the best 3 in the world, this car, because again, everywhere you look, every square inch you look at is lovely.
News of a stranger in town has gotten around. Local American car collectors Johnny and Rich have decided they need to check it out.
Go for it, man. It's up there. Look. No, I can get to it. I can get to that. Ooh. That's what we need.
Oh, that's what we need, isn't it?
That is just what we need. Nice little 6-cylinder, nice reliable engine.
Do like this. Oh, it's open. It's nice in there.
You can obviously haul anything you want in it, and something like this is ideal sign written if you've got a little company or something like that. Fantastic advertising because everybody's going to look at it. It is a nice truck.
Yeah, good advert car, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's huge.
It is, yeah.
Auction day, and the Chevy isn't the only transatlantic prize to be had.
Derek said, here we are, here's one, an American hat. He says, it'll fit, won't it? And when I bought it, he said, it'll fit you, John.
Cast plaque Harley Davidson, 25. Perrick air horns, the 2 of them, 140.
In the showroom, people are cottoning on to how rare the big blue van is.
It's a 1946 or something like that. It's been looked after. It's obviously been redone, but I mean, where we find one, apart from America.
Chevrolet panel van, fantastic restoration. Everywhere you look is beautiful. Start me on it, she's a 1946. You can't find commercials, we all know that. Come on, where? 15, 15, 16, 17, 17, 17,000, 17, 17,005, 17,500, 17,500. Find another one like that, 17,500. They're only stick-ons. De-letter it, put your own on, 17,500, 18 down the middle, 18 down the middle and going, 18, out this side, down the middle I'm doing, 18, selling it provisionally, 18,000, down the middle, 18,000, do you want 5? 18,000, I'm going to submit it, 18,000, provisionally down the middle, 18 for the first, provisionally, second, provisionally, third and last time, 18, you're out, be quick, 18, 18 provisional, hope it comes.
And after a bit of negotiation, it did. To Alan and Alison Lamb from Leicestershire.
Well, it's a little bit unusual and it's in such nice condition that doesn't really want anything doing to it. Something you could just use, so I thought we'd buy it. I've already got a Chevrolet pickup, so I thought this would sort of make a pair.
Southend. 7 miles of beaches, the longest pier in the world, and a short ride away from Ford Mecca, Dagenham. 30 years after leaving, the 280 is back to cruise.
Gets a lot of attention and high fives. It's like more desirable in Essex.
The £20,000 Brooklands Capri has brought back happy memories for Carl Wilson.
You know, we'd drive around the seafront together in our fast Fords, you know, me and the lads. It's on a reasonable job when I was young, 70 quid a week, but just couldn't really reach the Brooklands. The Ford Capri was really the poor man's sports car. If you couldn't afford a Porsche or a Ferrari or something, the Capri was sporty. It had a good horsepower at the time, and also it sounded very awesome. I've got it now, so it kind of makes me feel a little bit younger.
Carl recently joined other children of the 70s for a big meet at the newer Ford plant in nearby Basildon.
It was a very enjoyable day. Weather was great. Lots of people there. There was 270 Ford Capris. There was 9 other Brooklands, which was interesting to find out and compare and catch up with some little technical bits.
Carl's Pride and Joy is one of the last Capris ever made, and there are only about 300 Brooklands left on the road. And he reckons this car is one of the most original.
Well, the car's in absolutely fantastic condition for its year, considering it's around 34 years old. It's had very minimal done to the vehicle. No filler, original paintwork. Most people out there, like myself, want a car that shows its general trueness, and that is quite a rarity to find.
After Derek and Charlie's long day at the Stokesley Classic Car Show,
Oh, this is going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
A Browning 30 calibre.
they finally had a total value for all the fine motors in the field.
My guess is that it would probably be somewhere around about 4,700,000, but that's only a guess.
And the person who could guess the amount nearest to Derek's was set to win a very special prize.
The lucky winner's going to be able to get on the rostrum and sell a couple of bits of memorabilia and maybe a car.
That's the best prize they could come up with.
That's top prize. What do you mean best prize? That's the top prize.
Step forward, Paul Atherton. With just 2% deviation from Derek's considered estimation. The owner of several classic cars and now an apprentice auctioneer.
On to Triton, 650 Triton, 1960-ish.
Any sort of pre-auction nerves?
Oh, without a doubt. Shaking like a scale 10 earthquake, yeah.
Right, Paul, come on then, mate. Let's get you going. So he's going to do a couple of lots now.
Ooh.
Now, you got the hang of it now, Paul. You've been watching, haven't you? You know exactly what to do.
You reckon?
Oh, there you go. I'll be with you. Don't worry about that.
It will be daunting, because it was for me. I do remember. Yeah, it was very, very frightening.
Yep, we're on to where we
Right,
on to.
what we've got to start with here. We've got a flying hat.
People in the audience will know what's going on, and they'll be... no, they won't be sympathetic at all. No, they won't. No.
18 unsubmitted.
Because you can feel the vibes back, like, you know, they're actually looking at you saying, well, come on then, get on.
Right, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Traditional way of bidding is, you know, your bidding numbers, something like that, waving about and that sort of thing. But people that are used to auctions, they have their own sort of way of bidding. Maybe a lot of guys, I mean, they just wink. So you just got to spot them.
10,000, we'll pass on it. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
You'd actually missed one once.
Was it?
But I don't miss too many.
30 on the left. Any more for 38? Well, looking at
30, there you go.
30. I can see right in the middle. 30.
Have you had a go at it?
Only in my bedroom.
30 down the middle. 30. Any more for this?
What did you auction off in your bedroom?
Just practice in the mirror. You know, like you do when you're a little kid and you're singing and pretending to be like 5-star in the mirror like this. So I just pretend sometimes to be Derek, because that's what I aspire to be.
Right, we're selling 135. Any more bids on this before it goes? 135. Well done, sir. Thank you very much.
Well done, mate. Just a joke. Yeah. Well done, Paul.
Brilliant. It was an experience and a half. Yeah, enjoyed it thoroughly. Derek does make it look very, very easy.
3006, 7, 3008, 3008, 9, 3009, on sale and going, 39 in the check.
What you are trying to sell is other people's items, and obviously they want the best deal for them. Would I do it again? If I was invited.
As for the skillfully renovated Matchless motorbike, it was one of the other star attractions on auction day.
The cream of the crop, this one. Lot number 72, 38 Matchless, Model X. This is the business. What a machine. Best I've seen. Haven't seen many of them. Very rare machine, quality machine. Most certainly one of the best bikes produced in this country ever, and extremely rare. Start me on it. Where are we going to be? Bid with me, 20, 1, 2, 3, 23, 4, 25, 25, 25, 26, 27, 27,500, 27,500, 27,500, 27,500, 28, 28,000. Gonna submit it then, 28,000, are you sure? 28,000.
28,000 the highest bid. Not enough for the vendor. But a few days later, an offer over 30,000 sealed the deal. For Brian Woods, his new acquisition helped him satisfy a lifelong passion.
Engines. Don't know why I never became a mechanic. I became a sheet metal worker.
Brian already owns a number of classics, including a 1933 Morgan Supersport Beetleback.
To quote the Germans, the Silver Arrow.
And a 1947 Norton International.
I like it, it's in very nice condition, but I think the Norton might be going to the auction to replenish the funds, shall we say. It's a case of one in, one out, because the boss lady inside didn't learn about the Matchless till after the event.
It's prompted a change in policy.
Quality rather than quantity.
Brian and the Matchless are both 81.
I tend to like stuff from the 30s because they're lighter. Although I have no intention of falling off, you have to consider it a bit.
His son Tony helps him with the kickstart.
It's a credit to the guy who restored it. It's as nice a bike as you'll see, and it's the V-twin engine. They're very, very good engines. I have a soft spot for them.
Right, don't fall off.
I'm very pleased with how it runs, and I just love the bike.
Brian won't be riding it in the UK, but in spring it will be given a run on the deserted roads of rural France. For the time being at least, the garden gate will have to do.
I've lasted a while and I don't want to be wiped out by some Range Rover or something. I've got to tell you how it is.